All right, so I don't know where this video came from. Literally just popped up on my screen, but I'm like, yo, we got the YNs, we got them doing Pilates. Shout out to these YNs, man. Like, we always we see all these videos. Even me, I make videos about YNs and them doing dumb stuff all over the world. You know, the YN influence is going crazy. But these YNs are trying to be YMs, you know.
Me a YN, I don't want y'all to call me that. Please. And it's my birthday, please. Can you make that dream happen? I need y'all to call me a YM. And that stands for young man. Please. Please.
You know, they trying to be some young men, you know, going to a Pilates class, you know, it's something different. I've never been to a Pilates class, you know, I thought it was more so a woman thing, but I'm not mad at it. I'd rather them be in Pilates, getting their stretch on, than outside catching bodies, putting people's on stretchers. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, man, like I said, this seems like a nice, fun, harmless video. You know, hopefully it gets more YNs out the streets and into, you know, being active. Because that's the problem with a lot of young men nowadays. It's like they got all this energy, but they're not really playing sports. They're not outside with their friends playing basketball or doing certain things. And they got to get a release. And it's the thing is, like, they don't know how to deal with their emotions. They get mad, and the first thing they want to do is go grab their friend gun, right? And that's not what they need to do. They need to have positive outlets to release their energy. I don't care if it's dancing, Pilates, some type of sport, punch in the bag, like whatever, you know, some type of positive outlet for your energy. To me personally, I used to love it when I had a bad day at school, because I knew right after school I get to go to football practice and I get to run into somebody at 100 miles per hour, like releasing all my energy, all my stress. By the time I go home, I could go home, do my homework, and go to sleep with a smile on my face, you know, text a couple girls before I go to sleep or whatever. But yeah, like, that was a great outlet for my energy. As far as these young dudes doing Pilates, I will also say they're learning about, you know, stretching and like joint strength and all that stuff at a young age. And that's why we see all these older cats that, you know, they got the back pain. Shit, me, I got back pain. I be having to make sure I stretch daily, because if I go a long time without stretching, I will get some back pain. So like I said, I'm not mad at this at all. I think we need more of this YNs doing things that YNs don't do. I think that's great content. I think that's beautiful content. You know, shit, these cats, they can make videos going grocery shopping and people are gonna love it. Cooking videos, doing other stuff that they just don't do. This whole group of guys, they could go skydiving, and, you know, great content. Whoever had this idea, I think it's a great idea. We'll say Pilates is a little bit on the zesty side, but I'm not mad at it, right? I'm definitely not mad at it. You know, some of these contraptions, though, I will say, like when I see women doing this stuff, I'm like, now, has anyone ever like fell or like just got a serious injury from doing Pilates? Because I know it can be tough. Like there are levels to the Pilates to where it's like, you know, there's beginners, and then, you know, it gets a little harder. I know they be doing planks and all that good stuff. The core strength there, the joint strength there. They might actually be making these YNs a little bit more dangerous, to tell the truth. I'm not sure. They might be making them a little bit more dangerous. Hopefully they use the skills they're learning in Pilates for good. Just think of, you know, YNs. They actually knew how to fight. They had like strength and flexibility to be flipping around like that guy that they said that he should be the one to fight the gorilla, the guy that be flipping around with the swords. Just think of all the YNs was like that, and still bad. Like, yeah, people would be in trouble out here in these streets. I ain't gonna lie. But luckily they doing stuff like this. Like I said, I'm not mad at it. I was laughing at this dude's legs. He got some very, very skinny legs. So, you know, these this group, you know, they don't really play like sports like that. They could be basketball players, though. You know, basketball players do tend to be very skinny. So like I said, I ain't mad at it, man. The YNs, they doing Pilates nowadays. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below. You know, I'm just glad that they ain't in the streets. I'm glad they ain't doing drugs. I'm glad that they look like they are having fun doing this. Like, you know, they made it. Like, that's the thing about guys, though. Guys, they are way better at being friends than women, because guys can literally do anything and make it fun. We can just sit around. We can be in the yard throwing the ball back and forth, and we're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna be talking about stuff, cracking jokes. Women kind of always have to be doing something. You rarely see women able to just sit in each other's presence and just be good without going to brunch and twerking and having mimosas and stuff like that. Like, what happened to tea time? You know, I used to see that a lot. You know, you see women come to each other's house for tea. Now, if it ain't no liquor there, they can't do it. They can't be in each other's presence. But as far as guys, you see, we can do stuff like this. Yeah, I want to see more content from these guys. So y'all let me know if they actually doing more content like this, or they went right back out to the streets after this and started, you know, toting blicks and all that good stuff. Yeah, man. This might be the cure to the YN virus. They said the YN virus was taking over everywhere. See, in this video the other day, I know y'all get mad at me for saying that black culture spreads everywhere, but I seen another video, some YNs in I don't know what part of Africa it was, because I do like to differentiate, or, you know, yeah, I like to point out that that's not y'all when it's like South Africa or West Africa or whatever. But as they see a video, I'm gonna put it here too for y'all to see as well. But yeah, like I said, let me know what y'all think about these YNs in the Pilates class down below. As always, love y'all. I'm out.